The phone wouldn't stop vibrating. Not loud, not urgent, just persistent enough to be annoying. I was standing in the glass hallway outside the executive floor, my badge already warm in my palm, when the first alert flashed across my screen. Transaction queue. Error. I didn't react. I'd spent 15 years training myself not to. Inside the boardroom, laughter leaked through the door. Her laugh, bright, confident, careless. "You have 10 minutes," she'd said moments earlier, in front of everyone. "You're obsolete. Hand over your badge." I remembered the way her eyes slid past me like I was already archived, a legacy employee, a fossil. The second alert came in. Payment processor offline. I smiled without showing teeth. I'd built that system in a different lifetime, back when her father still asked me for permission before making promises to investors. 5 minutes later, my phone finally rang. Unknown number. I let it ring. She never liked me. Not personally. Strategically. I was a reminder that the company had existed before her MBA, before her curated confidence and rehearsed disruption speeches. Her father had trusted me. That was the real crime. When she became CEO, the tone shifted. Meetings I wasn't invited to, decisions made without my signature, a quiet campaign of redundancy. "You don't fit the new vision," she said, publicly, deliberately. What she didn't know, what she'd never bothered to learn, was that I hadn't been promoted in years because I didn't want visibility. I wanted leverage. The systems everyone depended on, they weren't just maintained by me, they were owned by me. Shell companies, licensing agreements buried under acquisitions, infrastructure outsourced back to entities that traced quietly to my name. All legal, all invisible. I watched her sign the termination paperwork with a flourish, her hand steady. Mine didn't shake either. I left the building calmly. Security didn't stop me. They never do when you look like you belong somewhere. In my car, I opened my laptop. The dashboard bloomed to life like an obedient organism. Payment rails, fraud detection, settlement batching. I didn't shut anything down. I let it pause. The first failure hit customer transactions in Europe, then Asia. Then the merchant portal started timing out. My inbox illed slowly. Compliance, finance, operations. I ignored them all. I monitored the internal chat logs instead. Panic leaks faster than data. She said the systems were turnkey. Why does the license trace back to him? Call legal, call IT, call... Her name appeared over and over. Sharp messages, all caps, no answers. Externally, I was unemployed. Internally, I was counting heartbeats. 5 hours later, the call came again. This time I answered. His voice had aged in a single afternoon. "Please," her father said. No title, no authority, just fear. "We didn't know. She didn't know." I said nothing. "The banks are threatening suspension. The regulators are asking questions. She's in shock." I pictured her now, the way confidence collapses when it realizes it's cosmetic. "You always said we should diversify ownership," he continued. "I should have listened." "Yes," I said softly, "you should have." Silence. "Can you come in?" he asked. "Just to talk?" I looked at the badge on my seat. "No," I said, "but I can restore service." I restored the servers from my kitchen table, not because they deserved it, because I was done proving anything. They called an emergency board meeting anyway. She didn't speak, not once. I joined remotely. No video, just audio. "I'm reinstating your access," her father said carefully. "Name your terms." I thought about all the nights I slept in that office, all the credit she took without understanding the cost. "I don't want my job back," I said. A sharp inhale, hers. I want my licenses bought out at market value, and I want my name removed from your systems." He agreed immediately. She didn't object. She couldn't. When the call ended, I shut my laptop. The company survived. She didn't learn. Her father did. I poured a drink and watched the city process payments again, like nothing had happened. Power doesn't announce itself. It waits, and when it's done being underestimated, it leaves quietly, taking everything that mattered with it.